Hey bro, what's up guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, Snow White F32. Today we're gonna do something that is an issue with all of the F series. Once you get to higher mileage, you're gonna start hearing a noise that's coming out of your glove box right next to you. And at first I thought that noise was from my transfer case. I did some research and I saw that a lot of the F series have an issue, which once you get to higher mileage, since these cars are made of all plastic, there's a clip that holds your brake line. It's right over your drive shaft, and when that clip gets old and it weathers, it breaks, and then your brake lines start to rub against your drive shaft, which give you the noise that sounds like this. And that noise is not fun, because then you're gonna start thinking that there's other things, but it is like a $9 fix. So this is what the clip looked like. This with the package, and just unpackage it right now. So this is what it looks like, right? So your brake lines sit right here, and this sit right over, well, you're gonna have your exhaust down here, and you're gonna have your heat shield, and then your drive shaft's right here, and this is your brake line. So when it starts to go bad, when these break, you only hear it when people are sitting with you in the car, and you're making a left turn or right turn, a tight left turn or a tight right turn, or when you're trying to take off, like you're trying to press on the gas, because the car ducks back a little bit. And then as it gets worse, you hear it a lot of the time. You hear it when you're taking regular left turns. I usually hear it when I take regular left turns, and I hear it when I'm pressing on the gas. Usually when someone is with me in the car, and then when it gets worse and worse, you hear it when you're sitting by yourself in the car. So let's go ahead and change this, and I'll show you guys what is the process for it. It is a little annoying, and it's a little you might need to do a lot of stuff, but we're gonna try to do as little as we can, try to reach it without having to take out the exhaust and everything. Probably gonna just drop the rear side of the exhaust. I can give myself enough space so I can get the heat shield out, and I'll be able to put my hand in and crank there's only one nut that holds it right here. So let's see how it goes, and let's get right to it. First things first, guys, we're gonna take out our exhaust hangers. There for me is 13mm. Pretty sure it's gonna be the same for you guys. Might be a little different. Just try it out, just impact it out. And I have something here so I can rest my exhaust on, so I don't need to take it all the way out. There's one here, and there's one on the other side. Alright guys, so the step after is we have to take the subframe brace out, right? So over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. These are a T50, and then when you come out here, these ones, the biggest ones I have is a T55. So what I did is I put a napkin, the shop towel, I folded it 4 times, and I put it in it, and I broke it loose. So we're gonna do that now, and it's going pretty smoothly. So we're gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna be right back. Alright guys, so just to let you know, we used it because it was very rusted. Be careful, because on that side there is the gas tank and there's a lot of wire, so don't do this at home. And that is the subframe brace. Alright, so now we took the brace out. We're gonna take the heat shield out, and it should be sitting right here, somewhere around here. Alright guys, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 plastic, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 metal that come out like this with the washer with it. So we're gonna take these out right now. Alright, heat shield is off. Be careful, it is very sharp, so don't cut yourself. So let me show you guys what was the issue. If you look from here, you see this is the clip that I'm changing. You see how this part is broken? Whenever I go down, it makes this sound right here. which is no good because metal makes a lot of sound. And you can even see right here where it's been rubbing. So this is a clip we're gonna change. It's held in by this one bolt right here, and yeah, this should be the hardest part, and then we put everything back together. All right guys, so as we left off, it is a 30mm wrench. I'm gonna get it in and take it off. It should be easy. It's just a plastic piece, shouldn't be that hard to take off. Alright, after you break it loose, you try to get your hand in there, and it's not loose. Alright, it is off. It went somewhere. I don't know where to go. Here we go. That's what we're taking out. So there's two sides of the brake lines. There's one here and one on the other side. Can't really see the other side, but the other side is still on. So I'm just gonna put my finger here and pop it open. So I take it out. And it's out. Right here, one side. And the other side. And then alright, you guys see how I took it out? I had to push in with one hand, try to push up, other hand push in, because you have these two are being held in by the fuel tank right here, right? So this is the old one. The trick is to take this piece out. Okay guys, so a wise man once said, when you're working on a car, there's always two solutions. If it is supposed to move, if it is moving, leave it be. If it's not moving, loop or WD-40. If it's not supposed to be moving and it is not moving, let it be. If it is not supposed to be moving and it is moving, then the answer is zip ties or duct tape. So with that wisdom, I noticed that, as you guys saw, after I busted my knuckles and everything, taking it off was crazy. I took it off. The OEM part, it comes with the rubber gasket that you guys saw me take out of the plastic piece, and the plastic piece is not want to go in because the way that the bolt is put in, that bolt is to support the fuel tank into the frame as well as support the brake line into that clip that gets bolted onto that bolt. So for me to put the OEM part in, I have to take off the whole fuel tank, which I am not doing. Now there is a solution, an aftermarket piece, a metal piece that costs 10 times more than the OEM piece. Surprisingly, this little plastic piece from BMW is around $9, $10, whatever it is. The aftermarket aluminum piece costs, I think, $100+, right? I didn't want to get it because I was like, why? The car has 175,000 miles and I just got the issue last summer. But since the OEM piece doesn't want to go in except for the fuel tank, I would rather go with the expensive solution rather than this cheap solution, since it will not cost me taking my fuel tank out, because that is crazy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zip tie the fuel lines into that hole that you guys saw, so no noise is going to come out of them. And then I'm going to order the piece today, and when it comes I will continue the video. So with that being said, zip tie it later, and I will catch you guys when I get the aftermarket aluminum piece. That's a part of being a car guy. You got to work with what you have. Have a good night. What's up guys, this is day 2. Well, it's for 3 days later, but it is day 2 of the parking cable clip video. Got the correct part. I'm gonna lift up the car, get everything ready, and we're gonna explain what is the difference between the old part and the new part and why I had to wait for it. So let's do it. Okay guys, so OEM part, if you guys remember from last time, pieces right here went on the fuel tank. This right here, this gasket goes into the fuel tank for the bolt to go through it. It goes through the frame, through the fuel tank, goes in it. For me to take this apart, I had to just like click, crack it out, pull it out, and then for me to take this retainer out, that I would have to take the whole fuel tank down for me to take the bolt off from either the fuel tank or the frame. I don't know which one is bolted into. Not happening. So BMW, $9. BMW OEM part, $9, $10 with tax, whatever it is, right? AGA or AGA Tools. They make the aluminum part, and this aluminum part, believe it or not, way more expensive than BMW. The BMW sells it for $10. This is $200. It is easier to put on because, as you guys can see, it is 2 pieces. And since it is 2 pieces, I don't have to take the whole fuel tank down. I can just slide 1 piece up, 1 piece in the bottom, and just click them both. Basically, just to bolt them in both together. So let's get started with working. I'm gonna skip through everything that I did before, taking out everything. As you guys know, I'm gonna drop my exhaust, I'm gonna drop my heat shield, and once all that is done, I should be able to reach inside and get to the park cables. Should be fun. Let's do it. I know I told you I'm gonna get down and get everything done, but let's unbox this first because there's a couple of things here that are different from the OEM parts I want to show you guys. This is gonna be the lower piece with the grooves. This is gonna be the upper piece that's gonna slide right in. And then the 2 extra parts that are here that are not in the OEM part is these rubber covers that you're gonna put around your line, because as you guys saw, the line are metal. So metal and metal is not gonna fix anything, it's gonna make more noise. We're gonna put these rubber pieces to cancel the noise. And last thing, it comes with the nut for it. The other nut that was for the OEM had the washer stuck to it. Since we are changing it up, we're gonna have this nut without the washer. Now let's get to work. No, boy, look at this. Okay guys, so as you guys saw, I used the T50 from Duralast and it snapped, so I'm gonna run to AutoZone. Hopefully this will open, hopefully, and I'm gonna get a new piece and I'm gonna give you a back. So part of the process, let's do it. All right guys, so after 5-10 minutes of me stressing, TJ comes to the rescue once again. He has another T50 socket, and if you guys remember the T55 that we used on the brace bar, the rear end ones, we wanted a T60, we only had a T55, so we put a piece of napkin to try to work with it. Surprise, he has a T60, so we will continue working. I'm gonna get back under the car and let's get the party started once again. Let's do it. Alright guys, if you remember, I zip tied it from here, and this is it. This is where we left off right there, and the other side is zip tied too. It got so much worse, like so much worse, the noise, because it was not put in properly here. So now we're gonna do it. Let me put my head mount on and let's get it. So to start, I have to cut the zip ties, which proved to be useless. We're gonna start with the flat piece, right? So this one slides under the fuel tank, so between the fuel tank and the thing is gonna slide this way, so the flat part is in the bottom. See this right here, it's gonna slide under it, push it in all the way, so it's just flushed like that. And if you guys remember last time, I did cut a piece from it, so make sure that piece is looking out. It's gonna be sitting like that, and then we're going to put the rubber pieces around the line a little bit towards that curve, and the other rubber piece on the other side. Now for the fun part, we're gonna try to fit this in the rubber piece straight to the spot. Some people recommend to use silicone lube. I do not have that luxury, so I'm gonna try just to work with it. It fits nice, it's gonna keep moving with you, so just make sure it doesn't move. I have to get the other side back out because it wasn't sitting correctly. Alright, so it's in. Now you're gonna push this all the way up. Now with our hands, we're going to try to So officially this is the hardest part of the whole thing. Alright guys, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna, with this hand you're gonna push up, on the other hand you're gonna go in and you put it in. Alright, so I already put it in off the camera, I'm sorry, I thought I was recording, but anyways. You get your 13 mil and you tighten it. There is no spec, you just tighten it by hand until it stops and you're good. And once it's hand tight, you're good. We're gonna put everything back on and the job is done. Let's do it. Alright, put the exhaust on and job is done. Alright guys, so this is how you change your brake or park cable retainer or clip. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, write them down in the comment section. And as always,